Hola, mis amigos. Bienvenido a la referencia de la película, aka the movie reference. This is episode 36. And if this is your first time hearing this show, yeah, that's right. We're a podcast available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all kinds of other platforms. This show is about life and the love of movies. And
And the
we get into
pursuit of action.
pursuit of action, happiness, laughter, mostly laughter. I mean,
Mostly laughter.
nah. So, but yeah, that's what we do. We love talking about movies. That's our favorite thing. Sometimes our life bleeds into it. Sometimes there's a connection. That's what we do. And of course, you can follow us on Instagram at the movie reference. Sorry if you are an average listener or a normal, what's it called? An avid listener.
Avid listener, you
Yeah,
would
it
know.
may sound like I'm beginning with the end in mind. Teacher stuff. But anyways, so hey Britt, what's going on? Brittany is here, the
I am
awesome host.
here. Hello.
That's right. And then you got me, her humble servant, Mark, Denny. I don't know.
What are you talking about, Willis?
I don't know. I watch movies. That's what I do.
And that's what I do as well.
That's right. That's basically our job descriptions. I mean, might as well give us $100 an hour for this.
That's it. That's the end of the episode.
That's it. DJ, go ahead and spin that track.
Send us off.
The jump off. So what's going on? How's it going?
You know what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I am. I'm okay. Everything's okay. This weekend I experienced Steven and Justine going to prom.
Oh,
the younger sibs, and it just made me feel really, really old and decrepit and almost on the brink of death.
let me play that again.
That's the bird coming from my carcass because I'm so old. You know?
So
what? What do you want to say about that?
No. I mean, yeah, it's insane. I mean, technically, because Justine's in college now. Did she go to prom last year?
I didn't think so. I would have been there for that.
Huh. Well, but anyways, with that being said, Justine still, I view her as like she's super young. Like, it's hard to believe that she's in college. But seeing them both, like when you sent those pictures of them, was like, holy crap. You know, and Steven, obviously, we got this. You know, he's our younger brother. He's the guy that we wiped his drool off his face. He's the guy that we were all in astonishment when he was born. You know, Dad loves to bring that story up. And yeah, and we're the ones who broke his collarbone.
Again with the collarbone.
No, it's funny because that came back up this weekend.
What?
Yeah, we're talking about the future of me watching my future child, whenever that may be. TBA. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I was like, I haven't done it. I'm a good babysitter. Like, I take good care of kids.
Yeah.
Except for that time where Steven broke his collarbone. Like,
you know what? These kids just do dangerous things, and that's on them.
I mean, it's not my fault that they want to do stunts.
Yeah. If they want to dance on the bed, they want to dance on the bed.
Wanted to dance on the bed. And his favorite song at the time was "Let's Get It Started."
Yeah. Let's get it started. And
yeah. And that was right before my little computer crapped out on me. But I had that video of him dancing on the bed. Now, the first time, the parents thought that was hilarious. And when we did it again, it of course backfired.
Yeah, you know what? That's when you learn that you can't do the same skit twice.
That's true. The joke.
That was a sign.
It was a sign of enough is enough.
That was a brash message from the gods.
In a way, do you think it like made him a better person in the long run?
Honestly.
Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, it's so crazy. If I know there's probably a lot of people out there that got younger siblings or are in the same boat or maybe they're going to prom. You're yourself listening or going to prom. I don't know. It's crazy. It's a crazy life experience. I remember my prom. It's so sad. Um, I had a friend that was gonna go with me,
Uh-huh.
and I remember because I was working at Hallmark. I know this is before I was leaving Sierra Vista, and she calls me like an hour before, and she says, "My mom says I can't go."
Because she just asked her mom at that time,
Probably,
like we do.
and so then I ended up going with my friends still, but they all had a date, and I didn't. And so I basically looked like a bodyguard for the majority of the night, like literally, because I was wearing the suit.
Yeah.
I was wearing dad's suit. So it was a little bit bigger on me anyway. So I was like, hey, you know. Eventually somebody danced with me, but then
Mm-hmm.
I was still like not feeling it because it wasn't somebody that I wanted to dance with me. I know I should just accept
And
it.
making the sense.
I should have just accepted the dance, but I just was like, ah, man.
I didn't even go to prom. Neither did Nathan.
What?
Yeah, I didn't go to prom. I think I went to homecoming,
Yeah.
and that was pretty much lame. So my friends and I decided prom is too expensive. And we don't have dates, so what's the point of going, huh?
I had a hand me down, so I didn't have to worry about paying for anything. And then I didn't have a
Well, you
date.
gotta pay for the tickets.
The tickets weren't bad. I don't remember how much
At
it
our
was.
school is like $90.
No, not me.
Now you?
Well, you went to a different college, or sorry, high school. Sorry. And so mine. I don't remember being that much. It must. I want to say it was like $20.
Damn, what a steal, son.
Well, I mean, it was Sierra Vista.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Respect to Sierra Vista. I haven't been there in years. Um, it'd be kind of for me. I know you probably say no, but for me, it would be kind of cool just to go to like poke around, like to see what's new there, because it's been, gosh, over 10 years.
The only thing new there would be like an IHOP.
but
So I don't
I
understand
want to, but
your
I want to
point of
see.
exploring. You're just gonna see a bunch of old people that we knew 20 years ago.
But what I want to see though
Those
is I
things
want to
don't excite me
see
at all.
I want to see that one place. You remember that place on the corner of Fry Boulevard, and I forget what the street was, but it used to shut down all the time. It was like a Mexican restaurant, and then it became a dance club. Then it gave,
Oh, yeah, where they had the
I
mariachis?
yeah, yeah. So like, I want to see. I'm curious of what it's become. Like, what is it now? Is it a Chuck E. Cheese?
Margarita
Um,
is one of those people that's like, when you go to bed and you think about something embarrassing you did like 20
oh,
years ago and it just goes over and over your
yep,
head.
yep.
That's what visiting Sierra Vista would be for me. Just boring and a waste of time. Shout out
Well,
to Sierra Vista.
well, you're not wrong. I am somebody who, when I remember an embarrassing thing that I did, it just plays over and over again. I'm like, oh my gosh, get over it. You know?
Yeah, like it's always something stupid too.
Yeah.
And
I
you're
can't
like,
believe I
man,
did
why
that.
can't I get over this?
Yeah.
Like, why am I all of a sudden remembering this?
Yeah. And that's the thing. But I prefer that, remembering an embarrassing moment, than going through what I was going through. Like, for the last couple of weeks, I don't know if it's just a mix of school and being stressed at work. Like, I'm overthinking everything. Like, I'm thinking about who really loves me, and
Why? How many people do you need to think about that?
I think about my past. I go, ah, man, did they really like me growing up? Like, I get really dark and deep about it,
I feel
and
at this age,
yeah,
there's like years of life that I feel like I wasted.
mm, mm,
Like a lot of years wasted.
speak on it, son.
I like I wish I could just be reborn. And it's like okay. So we saw everywhere, everything and all at once.
Oh snap! Look at that
And
transition.
transit I didn't even think that was gonna be a transition, but it turned into one.
Woo!
Woo! Because there's a part of the movie. Well, basically, she's like a variant of herself.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy in the movie, he's like, you have so much potential because yourself right now, you're not good at anything, and you're like you're at your lowest. So you have the most potential. So there's like other versions of herself, like ones that are like a professional martial artist, an actress. Like there's like a bunch of versions of herself. And then that was like that made me think about my life. I was like, oh my god, there's so many turns that could have been made, you know?
You know, I think about that part, but then I go, damn, how for me, I know I bring this up, but Lisette literally is the greatest thing that's ever happened.
But what if
I
you
know.
always are meant to meet Lisette? Like I'm always meant to meet Nathan,
Yeah.
but it's always like a different circumstance, or we're both in different positions. But you're supposed to meet that person.
Oh, so
But
you're thinking a little bit of mix of the Adam Project then.
yeah, maybe a little bit of a mix like
A little
that.
bit of mix where he still ends up with Zoe at the end.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah. No, I
thinking.
get you. They're okay. I get it though. Should I have zig when I was zagging?
Yeah.
For sure. There's certain things, but like I'm such in a not in a weird place. I think I've gotten to the point where I understand that it'd be cool to see the alternative. Like, okay, what if I would have done this? What if I would have gave up rapping early?
Yeah.
What if I didn't mess up 10 years? Whatever it was, like what would have become, but then it's like, but at the same time, like all
I
those
know.
like life lessons that I had to learn on my own that applied to how I was going to continue the rest of my life. You know, that happens. No, but I get it though. I'm just
You
saying,
get it.
I get it. I just saying that I think for me personally, I think I had to go through I had to go through all the stuff I had to go through, whether it was Sierra
Yeah,
Vista
because maybe if I
or
didn't make all these mistakes, I'd be a complete asshole.
yeah, you gotta fail in order to win,
Yeah.
and you got to keep on trying and
Keep
never give
on
up.
trucking.
And yeah, I'm living on cloud nine, man. Every time I look at her, Lisette is just she's a dream.
You guys are too
Um,
cute.
and
Babe,
but
say
like,
something nice about me.
You're supposed to say something
but
nice.
and you, Brett, you are extraordinary, and I'm so happy. Like you and I,
Ah!
what? I was just saying that you and I have been through a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it's so crazy because I'm so happy because we're stronger more than ever. Like that's why we did the podcast is because it was like, yeah, it's us. Let's do it.
We can do anything.
All right. So anyway, sorry guys, we're getting all sentimental talking about life and all that.
You know, that's
Um,
what like people at work,
Yeah.
because they're asking me about
Mhm.
the whole me not wanting children.
Oh.
And then she immediately said, how is it that people that don't have messed up childhoods don't want to have kids, and the ones that had messed up childhoods want to continue that cycle and have children? And I was like, it's funny that these people just assume that we have good childhoods just because all of a sudden I have a good job. So I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'll leave it like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I
I
wouldn't
think
say my
people
childhood was amazing.
I think people assume too much, and I think you know it is what it is.
I'll take it. I'll
Yeah. I
pretend I
mean,
have a privileged life.
I think, and I think to play off your original take of like the zigzag thing, like I do think sometimes like, what if I would have ended up uh either living with you and mom, or if you and I ended up switching,
Oh
you
my
know,
god.
I just but anyways, we don't know.
I know what my life would have
We
been
know
like.
what turned out the vice versa, what it is right now.
Yeah. At least we have a good now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell
yeah, give me
yeah.
5.
High five, babe. High
Let's
five.
get applause to that one.
Woo!
Anyways, wow, we got deep.
We got really deep.
So
I think-
everything, everywhere,
Oh.
all at once. This movie got you thinking.
Yes.
Please, we're gonna
We
non-spoiler this, right? You're not gonna
I'll
go.
try my best not to. Okay, I won't do spoilers.
Okay.
I'll say this.
Okay.
This is my review. I don't know if Nathan feels the same, but he did like it, right, babe?
I liked it.
He liked it.
Okay.
So for me, the movie was thought provoking.
Ooh.
It was funny. It was
Whoa.
crazy. It was confusing. And it had a lot of analogies and it was sad.
Whoa.
So literally everything and everywhere all at once. It's like the whole movie is that.
Really?
And it's, how do I explain? I wanted to cry the entire time, but I was laughing the entire time.
Wow.
It was, the movie's like in parts. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the main purpose of the movie is, but it's basically to appreciate your life and your parents and your
You're
and like I told mom, I was like, it made me think of her because the mom in the movie, she's her daughter's a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
So like she doesn't think the elders would like what's the word called? Accept that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna say this. The girl just doesn't think her mom loves her because her mom never says I love you or I'm proud of you or things like that. So the way she shows she cares is like, you look fat and you need to call me more and things like that.
Oh my God, it sounds like mom.
Yeah, exactly. Mom didn't get that when I said that.
Flashback.
Mom's like, how is that me? I'm like, I think you need to watch the movie, Mom.
Yeah.
But
who randomly grabs your child's love handle? Like, come on.
yeah, I would love for you guys to watch this movie because maybe, I don't know. Man, I can't even describe the movie, but it's just like one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Holy crap.
Like it was super original. It was nothing you would expect. Like I thought it was just gonna be an action movie.
Yeah.
But it was nothing that I didn't expect anything.
It had a weird feeling to it through the trailer. I haven't seen it yet.
He's only seen the trailer. Yeah, like the trailer, I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be a bunch of martial arts, I would say this, if you do have epilepsy, don't see this movie because there's a lot of very, very fast transitions though. But other than that, the movie 10 out of 10, like it blew my mind.
And you've had a couple days to sit with this, and so that 10 stayed, huh?
Yeah, the 10 stayed. Like I want to see it again.
Well, the critics agree. 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I almost ugly cried. You know the one where you make a noise? Like there's always one where you can like you just have the tear and you're like, but I was like, I was about to start bawling. Like it was.
Is it
crazy.
Like the end of Coco when he starts singing with his grandma? Because that made me ugly cry.
That made Nathan cry. That Coco moment.
Aww.
The one where the boy when he's like about to die and his family, I forget.
You don't even remember what happened. The boy is not about to die.
I know the movie, but I can never explain anything to Nathan because it's so hard to make him remember a movie. I'm like trying to think of a scene. Remember me. Even though I have to say goodbye. Remember me.
That's what we should sing every time Nathan needs to remember.
There you go, babe. That's the one.
Oh, sorry. Say it again. I cut you off. Sorry.
Nathan remembered now.
What did he say?
He said it's the one where he's in the guitar in the chapel. He said yes. Now he remembers. Yes. So now, babe, for you, give your review.
Yes, please.
Uh-oh, he's putting his phone down. Come closer to the mic, please.
I'm thinking.
Oh. While he's thinking, I would love to see it again.
So this is
I don't know if he wants to see it again, but I would see it again.
Give it A1.
Damn. We
Like-
never heard him give that rating before.
A 1 out of a million?
A1.
A1?
A1.
Is this like Michelin stars?
Like A1 sauce or a number 1?
I'm confused with this rating. Ever since he got a damn iPhone.
Hold a moment. I think we're gonna find out.
Here we go.
It's an abbreviation for something that is top quality.
That's what cool people used to say a few years ago.
It was A1.
I'm
A1
personally not a fan of A1 sauce. I'm a Sweet Baby Ray's kind of guy. So
Yeah, that's
it was
true.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Damn, really, Nathan? A1?
Yeah.
Holy shiitake mushrooms. That's amazing.
It was just
Dude, no, you guys are getting me so
Off the rip.
freaking hyped.
okay,
Like-
but I don't want to hype it up too much because I
Okay.
know there is some scenes where
Oh.
I would be like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Like even the audience were like, what the fuck is going on? That's like when I said it's confusing.
Yeah.
There's a couple scenes where I'm like, it makes you like crack up, and there's even when it's like a fucked up scene, you're still like, man, these analogies are up the wazoo. Like I need to watch it again to understand some of the analogies that were going on.
Damn.
Yeah.
Respect. I
Respect.
actually looked this movie up to see if it was playing at the theater that's closest to us, and it's no longer there. So
I
was
know
like-
they didn't even have it at iPick,
So
so
I'm gonna have to. I know it's at Santico's, so hopefully maybe we could sneak off one day to go check it out. What do you say?
Nathan's looking.
Continue.
He's looking something up. But
No.
yeah, if you guys, the audience out there, everyone,
I want to
watch
see
it.
it. I definitely want to see it.
And the theater was packed. We went, and this is like its second weekend. And I didn't think anyone was gonna be there. To be completely honest with you, but
Damn.
it was a full house, huh, babe?
I was surprised when you said you were gonna see it because I honestly, when you posted the picture about being at the theater,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, she's probably gonna go see that Nicolas Cage movie. You know?
What does that say?
Yeah.
Can you read that?
Which
Sorry,
iPhones.
iPhone problems.
it's camera on your computer. We just start naming everything that Nathan owns.
I
is
know.
wrong.
I know. Yeah, I didn't expect Nathan to get us tickets because I kept telling him I want to see it. I want to see it.
So
I thought
he
we're
didn't
gonna
wanna
have a House
repeat.
of Gucci moment.
Yes, he didn't want to have a repeat of Gucci.
No,
Yeah.
I pick good movies.
Wow, I'm gonna give you
Wow.
applause. Yeah.
Wait, Britt, have you still not seen House of Gucci?
That is correct.
What
Yeah,
movie?
let my lawyer speak for me. That's you.
We haven't seen it either.
But what's his name? His name is in it. The one I'm boycotting right now.
Jake
Jared-
Gyllenhaal.
Jared
Oh,
Leto.
yeah. Beep beep.
Keep his name out. He
Wait,
doesn't get any
wait.
recognition. You know, people are gonna be boycotting Aquaman too. Now they're finding out the Amber Heard.
We're gonna
is-
ignore this part. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm being rude. Go ahead.
Okay.
Have you heard the word Amber Heard?
Heard she is getting boycotted because she finally got caught in a lie. This bitch cannot speak without lying. And I'm gonna say that. And I don't know how they didn't see her lies from the get-go with her fake crying that she did. I watched that thing and I was like, man, how did anyone believe this ish before?
She's toxic.
Toxic. If a woman has the audacity to poop in your bed, let that be a sign.
And she almost chopped his finger off.
Well, that is gone. His finger's gone.
Well, yeah, it did get chopped off. Yeah.
She is a psycho. And then she tried to blackmail him the whole time. You know?
You
It's
know,
crazy.
I saw somewhere where someone said, doesn't matter how handsome you are.
I sent that to you.
I saw it somewhere. Doesn't matter how handsome you are. What was it, babe?
Doesn't matter how handsome you are, you could still get attacked by a toxic woman. No, it's something like that.
No, like it.
It's in my
It
phone.
doesn't matter whether you're handsome or not. What matters is. Hold on.
You see, this is what
Uh-oh, listen. Google it. Google it.
I was just thinking why she looks that up. You know that commercial with the Limu and it goes Limu, Limu for Liberty Mutual?
Oh, yeah. Liberty, liberty.
No, but the one when Limu's in there. I think that should be your like. I want a button on here, and that could be like Brittany's Cheesemate Corner. Like somebody somebody
this
make
isn't
that.
cheesemate. This isn't hearsay. This is the truth.
Look at you using a word from the court thing.
I've been watching it so much.
I found it. It says, and I'm quoting Rap House TV6.
Wow.
Will Smith and Johnny Depp are a reminder to all men that you can have good looks, all the fame and money in the world, but if you don't have a good wife as a life partner, your life will be miserable. If you found yourself a good woman, consider yourself rich.
Boom. Boom.
Good woman or a good man.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
in this case, it was all
Yeah.
about Will
A
Smith.
direct
and Johnny
quote.
Depp. Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
poor Johnny. I hope he gets his career back. I will not be watching Aquaman because I don't care about Aquaman. But I will not be watching it. Sorry, Jason Momoa. What's
What
going on?
about his Minecraft movie? You're gonna be watching that one?
Minecraft?
Yeah, he's supposed to be in the Minecraft movie.
I don't even play Minecraft.
Me neither. Cool story. All right, so I got like 3 movies to run through, man, that I got to review, and I'm pretty sure I know you've seen at least one of them.
Hit me.
Okay. And of course these are like a little bit behind the 8 ball here, guys. You know, they came out within the last year. I want to say all of them. But I do want to say real quick. No, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save those two to the end. Okay, let me just go through the new movies that I just watched. We watched, excuse me, A Quiet Place Part 2. Finally,
That movie is amazing.
It
That's
is
your first time watching it?
it's on. Yeah. We found it on Amazon Prime. It just
Oh,
came.
I thought it was on Paramount Plus.
No, they just. I guess this weekend they switched over or whatever.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know
Because
when.
that's the only reason we did the free trial of Paramount was to watch Quiet Place 2 and then we deleted it.
Well, and it was by luck because Prime is an app. See, Prime is convenient because it comes with Prime, right? Your delivery.
Mm-hmm.
But the selection of movies aren't usually the greatest. You know, they're usually not the most recent.
Yeah.
But every once in a while they'll throw something on there that's new or whatever. And I happened to check and there was like 3 movies that they put on there and I was like, "Oh, I want to see all these." And so that's what happened. I ended up watching all 3 of them.
Did you get scared with Quiet Place 2?
No. Okay, so A Quiet Place Part 2, which was directed by John Krasinski and stars Emily Blunt and Cillian Murphy. Is it Cillian or Cilcian? Or how do you
It's
say?
Killian.
Killian? You're killing me, Smalls.
Wait, let me Google it.
He's a great actor.
I've always said Killian Murphy.
And we can't exclude Millicent Simmons, who plays the daughter of that movie. She does
Cillian
awesome.
Murphy.
What'd she say?
Cillian Murphy.
Killian.
Killian. Wow. Okay.
The
Great name.
Irish pronunciation.
I love the first Quiet Place. I love it with all my heart and soul. It is such a groundbreaking type of horror movie. I'm not into horror films, So it was one of those movies that I was just completely amazed. Yeah, they classify it as a horror movie.
I think
It's
it was more of
amazing.
a thriller.
It's like, yeah, I guess a thriller. And the tension though is so wound up. The score by Marco Beltrami is amazing. And John Krasinski is magnificent in that movie, right? As well as his wife Emily Blunt and everybody else did a great job. But it's so heartbreaking when we get to this thing where he sacrifices himself, and it's just like, oh, when he signs "I love you."
Woof.
Oh,
Woof.
anyways, so they came out with part two, and I've been waiting for this one, and it didn't disappoint. It's a worthy sequel to the first one. If you're gonna make me compare, I do like the first one more, but at the same time, they're kind of like on equal footing. If you know what I'm saying, like they both have that tension, they both have that thrill. They have what's great about this storyline is it does exactly what I want movies to do with their stories, which is I want you to back yourself into the corner, right? Right so well to the point where you like, okay, we don't have any outs, and then figure
Yeah.
a way out. And I feel like with part two, they found a way to continue the story without it feeling like, oh, great, a sequel. It felt like, oh, this is a continuation. This is part of their journey. And it made perfect sense. I love the beginning when they show how the aliens got there.
Yeah, that was really good. I thought the whole movie was gonna be a prequel.
Oh yeah, I guess with that beginning it looked like it, but then it was like just basically a continuation. So however you hopefully you saw part one, it just picks up right from there. Um I loved it, man. I had so much fun with it. I didn't expect it though. Like there were certain story parts that I didn't predict. I didn't predict that they were gonna get separated and
Hmm.
be not I don't want to say separated, but there was two different stories going on, because you had what's their names? You had Evelyn, which is Emily Blunt, with her sons, basically, with her son and is the baby a son? I can't remember.
I think it was a boy.
And then you had what's her name? Well, her name is Reagan, played by Millicent, who's deaf, and she goes on the journey with Killian, right? So I was like, whoa. And but at the same time, they didn't make you miss Emily Blunt because they put her in enough scenes,
Yeah.
so you didn't feel cheapened, even though they went on their separate ways. So, anyways, I'm so sorry. I was trying. I was meant not to spoil it, but well, there you
I
go.
think if they haven't watched it in a year, that's on them.
Yeah, I didn't give away too much. I did
No,
pretty good. I did pretty good.
you did a good job. Good job.
Check it out. Seriously, it's a very entertaining movie. I have this new rating system that I was gonna show you.
What's your new rating
My
system?
new rating system is gonna be this: seeing it again, right? That means it's a movie I'm gonna see again.
Yeah.
We have
I
one.
didn't think about that.
Obviously, that's super positive. One and done could be positive. It could be negative, but it's like, oh, I'm only gonna see it that one time. I'm good. And then, of course, the famous, not my cup of tea. So with the Quiet Place Part 2, I would definitely be seeing it again. I think next time I would watch it back to back, like with Part 1 and Part 2.
Oh, okay.
So, do you have any thoughts on that? Because I don't want to be talking too much.
No, I love The Quiet Place too. It just I've watched it so long ago.
Yeah, I know.
You're late to the game, sweetie.
I am very late to the game, but we quite enjoyed
But
it.
I expected Cillian Murphy in the movie at the beginning I expected him to be a bad guy.
Yeah, me too.
So, or I thought he killed his wife or a cannibal or something like that.
Oh man, I didn't go that dark, but
I went dark.
I did think I was like, what if he's a bad guy? He's supposed to be like the opposite of their dad,
Yeah,
But
that's what I thought at first. But no, the movie was amazing.
the only
Great film.
weird part was
that
when
town?
the swamp people.
Oh, I think they eat people.
Okay, I was like, this is weird.
Yeah,
What's going on here?
they made me uncomfy.
But it was really cool how the scene build up. They did. John Krasinski is amazing at building tension.
Yeah,
Like,
he's really good.
ooh, and that score was so good. I love that score. Let's see. Okay, well there you go. The next one I watched was Love and Monsters. Have you heard of that one?
No, I never heard of this.
Love and Monsters. It's also on Amazon Prime. It stars Dylan O'Brien. You know Dylan O'Brien from
Of
Teen
course, I
Wolf,
know Dylan.
Maze Runner, and yeah. You know what, Britt? I was thinking about this today. He just seems. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Okay?
What is he gonna say?
Seems like a really genuinely
Good guy.
good guy, right?
Yeah,
You
100%.
know, and you can feel it in his performance. You can kind of it's him. I put him up with like John Bernthal. Like John Bernthal, he's a genuinely good dude. Like, did you see
Yeah.
that video I sent you?
No, I haven't watched it yet. The 10 things he needs.
Oh my gosh, him bringing his pit bull, and then he has his remains of his previous pit bull, and there's a picture of his wife. Like that dude is so down to earth.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's it's so nice to see some good actors. Um, but man, Love and Monsters. Okay, so this is a weird dystopian type movie, but instead of which is actually kind of like A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
What happens is there's a meteor or a comet. I can't remember which kind it's or asteroid. It's coming towards Earth, and we bomb it. Right, we throw rockets at it, and it blows up. But whatever comes down, the particles lands on like the insects, and the insects become the predators. And so they have to go underground, humans. And but he had a love when he was like 17 years old that he wanted to that he figures out what camp she's at, and he wants to go on this journey to go see her. And yeah, that's pretty much the basis of that story. It's a cute movie.
Love
Actually.
story.
It is a love story. It is about fighting these monsters. He's writing this book along the way about everyone. It's what's weird about
That's
it.
funny. I never even heard about it.
What's weird about it is that
You were describing A Quiet Place too, and I was like, I don't remember any of this.
no, this is Love and Monsters. What was awesome or refreshing was that even though they're in this dystopian world and they lost people, there wasn't really anybody depressed. Like everyone was upbeat. Like, yeah, I lost my son. It's okay. We got to move on.
Dang.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is kind of refreshing because normally, they're depressed the whole damn movie, and then by the end, they finally realize they're a hero, but they die. you know. So yeah, it's a great movie. You should check it out.
I shall. Amazon Prime. I love Dylan O'Brien. He's really good.
Dylan O'Brien, yeah, and I want him to be in a. I mean, yeah, he stars in this movie, but I want his star to be bigger. Like I feel like, he's somebody that I will keep on checking for. I mean, I checked out his other projects, like was it American Assassin, which wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But it's something about him. I feel like he's very likable. I don't know.
He's a nice guy.
Seems like it. He was great in Taylor Swift's video. He seems very humble.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Damn. Mark just keeps on talking. But basically, the gist of that movie, though, is like what you said with Everything All at Once, is just to be grateful for what you have.
Amen.
Yeah. So, did
Which
you
we
watch anything
forget to
else,
do.
or do you want me to go to the next one?
That was the only thing I watched.
I freaking tore through, dog.
The only new thing we watched was the season 2 of Demon Slayer. But I know you don't watch anime, so you don't relate with good stuff.
Boring.
But
it's not. I'm just kidding.
I watched a documentary.
Ooh, okay.
But I know it's not your cup of tea.
Oh god.
So if you're someone that likes okay. So it's called it's British Horror Story. It's about this guy, Jimmy Savile. And he was a famous person from the 60s all the way to the early 2000s. And he was like the people's person. If that makes any sense. He was literally knighted. He became a sir. he was friends with the prime minister, the kings and queens. He was popular all over television. And then it wasn't until he was about to die that they found out that he was, trigger warning, abusing
Oh god.
people from
Oh,
all the way
man.
from the 60s or early 50s until about his death. This beloved person. The people trusted him too much. And yeah, he never got told on until later on because, people were either embarrassed or they were like, nobody's going to believe me because he's friends with the prime minister. He helps raise money for the country and all that stuff. So it was a crazy 2-part documentary. Even Nathan watched it, huh, babe?
Mhm.
And at first I was like, oh, maybe he's gonna be a serial killer because that's what I like to watch. But he wasn't. But great documentary. It unfolded really well, and there's only 2 parts. I hate when they turn it in 6, and then every episode is the same damn information you heard before. So this was great, and the music was really good, make it very scary. So
Well,
what's crazy too? He had a book like where he talked about stranger danger.
oh my god.
Ain't that a bitch?
Wow.
Yeah.
You notice that there's parallels going on here between the movies that we did see or the stuff that we did watch, Your
mean?
guy was a real life, writing books to help people out for stranger dangers. The guy in the movie I just watched, The Love and Monsters, was writing books about the monsters that he sees and how they kill them.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy.
No, also I didn't give a rating to The Love and Monsters.
Oh, what's your rating?
I don't know if I would watch it again by myself, but I would if you wanted to watch it, I would watch it again. Does that make sense?
But that makes sense.
So I would say seeing it again.
Mom gave us a bunch of beans and steak for dinner, so it's your look is coming out the front.
Lisette made me a bunch of beans tonight too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Somebody's go.
And I sang her the song.
Bean. Wait, do you sing or do you call them a magical fruit
Yep.
or good for your heart?
I say magical fruit. The
Me
more you
too.
eat, the more you toot.
Yeah.
Sing it, Brett.
Beans, magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you shit.
No.
Or beans, they're good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fat.
Art. And I said from the start,
Ooh,
this is about my art. Oh my god. We are so adorable.
Hilarious.
Where is that from? I had never heard of it before until
Which
today.
one?
The magical fruit.
The magical fruit and the more you toot.
You never heard this before? It's because we're rednecks, so. Wait, did you know it, babe?
Not the toot one.
He didn't know the toot one, but you knew the heart one?
Oh, that's because he's more of a redneck than us.
Yeah.
It's because he's from Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Louisiana in the building. We the best music.
Oh my god.
Wait, I won't get in trouble for saying that, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Don't ask me. I get canceled every week out here.
Every week. All right, I got one more to talk about.
Okay.
I saw Wrath of Man. Wrath of Man.
Never heard of it.
Starring Jason Statham.
Oh, I did hear of it.
Yes. So, okay,
I thought it was going to be a thought-provoking movie. This is an action movie.
It's an action movie. It's crazy because you don't know what they tell the story disjointed on purpose. So when you get to the beginning or when you watch the beginning, obviously a heist happens. And then all of a sudden Jason Statham's character is introduced and he's basically becoming a truck driver or like a security guard for like kind of like those Brinks trucks
Yeah.
that hold the money. And it's like, okay, what's going on here? What's his plan? What's going on? There was just a heist in there, that, like, it was weird. And then all of a sudden, because this is told with titles, like it will say the title of whatever the next part is, and then all of a sudden you start realizing, oh snap! So this is why Jason Statham is doing what he's doing. And then it's like, oh, but we also get this side of this story with the bad guys.
Hmm.
And so once you get to, obviously the final chapter, you're like, oh, okay, now I have all the pieces to the puzzle. Now, but but at the same time, it's so good. Like, just because it says it's disjointed, I don't want you to be like, oh, I don't want to see it. It's done for a reason, and it's directed by Guy Ritchie, and
Always the best.
it's really good, and the music in it is so good. The score, you're gonna love the score, Brit. Like, yeah. I mean,
Who
there's
does
not
the music?
oh gosh, I want to say Chris Bennett, but that's not right. Hold on.
Mm.
It's actually the first time I ever heard music from this particular composer, to be honest with you.
Oh, I see.
Let's see. Why is it never where you want it to be? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Christopher Benstead or Steed, who knows? Stead or Steed. Amazing score. Oh my gosh. And then I thought
Dang.
I think Jason Statham is awesome. You know what I mean? I mean, he's always a
He's
tough guy,
awesome.
but he's very comedic. He has his moments. But like I said, the first part you're kind of a little confused, but it starts making sense after you get to part 2 and 3. And then of course the fourth part makes total sense. You know,
Hmm.
And the way it has those tropes of an action movie, Jason Statham kicking ass and being able to shoot with no, without even really looking at anybody. But I loved it. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed every minute of it.
What was it? The same kind of nonstop action like in John Wick?
No, no, no,
Mm.
no. I wouldn't say the action is nonstop, to
Oh.
be honest with you. I think that it's placed in just the right moments. The tension's there. It's a great build up on things. It's really the unfolding of the story that you get more interested in than just
Mhm.
waiting for Statham to shoot people up. Um, so, but there's well placed action in every part. Of course, it's Guy Ritchie.
We're all
It-
about that action.
yeah, but I don't want to spoil it. I want you to check it out. Like, that's probably why this
That's
review is
something
not the
Nathan
best.
would love to watch.
Nathan would love it. Like, at first he's gonna be like, "What?" But then he's gonna be like, "Whoa!"
Whoa.
And the I'm telling you, that score was awesome. So this is something I would definitely be seeing again.
Mm.
Just to, I don't know, to enjoy. It was really good. I wouldn't put it like as far as like action movies. Like, I know I suggested Nobody to you guys. Nobody is still like
That one's amazing. Still
that's
great.
still great. And speaking of Nobody, I actually been watching Better Call Saul.
Oh, what do you think of that one?
Dude, I love it. I love
Hmm.
it. Did you see Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I saw Breaking Bad. I finished Breaking Bad. And I just didn't I forgot all about Better Call Saul. I saw it on net. I know it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I just never watched it.
I saw Breaking Bad twice. It's that, and
The whole
obviously,
thing
yeah,
twice?
yeah, I saw it twice. That's how good it was.
You crazy
Um
dog.
and then Better Call Saul, I actually started season 1 and then I tuned out. So this is probably the second time I watched season 1, and now I'm fully invested. Like, I want to see what happens next.
Mm.
So, which is kind of similar to what happened with Breaking Bad, because I actually started season 1 of Breaking Bad um first. I think I got to like episode 3 or something, and I was like, I don't know about this. And then I started it again, and that's when I was hooked and watched all the way through, and then I watched it again. So I'm really enjoying it for sure. You know what I mean?
Dang.
Yeah. Dang dang. Choo choo train. There's so many things I watch, dude, because when I work, I just throw something on and
I don't get to watch anything until the weekend.
dude, like I gotta say, the Batman is so much better watching it at home.
Because you can go to the bathroom whenever you want.
Nah, I mean, I just had a better I enjoyed my experience more sitting down on my couch and watching it. It obviously it's a movie theater movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I would when Lisette I told Lisette, I was like, no, I liked it better watching it at home. And I still think I've come to the conclusion, okay, that this movie should have ended um before am I allowed to spoil it? Like
Spoil it.
before the Riddler is arrested. I think the movie should have ended with Batman saying, "He's gone."
That would have been good. That movie was too long for what it was.
But at the same time, the rest of that movie from that point on, from when he says he's gone,
Mm-hmm.
does matter to his story and what's gonna happen next. So at the same time, whatever that last part is still good. It's just I feel like, ooh, what if we would have left on a cliffhanger that Riddler got away
That would have been good.
and then Batman narrating? But I still love the movie. I'm just saying. Um, and then Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Watch it again?
That movie's so good. Yes, I watched it again. It's so good.
It's amazing.
Oh
And
my
you're
god,
wearing your Venom shirt right now.
my eyes still water up with the three Spider-Men. Like that's what makes the movie so special is that, and they don't just give it to you, right? They
Yeah.
show you the villains first, and you spend like an hour with them, and you're like, oh man. But when Toby and Andrew show up, it's like your childhood just come rushing back.
Yeah.
That's what makes the film so special. I have to say that Spider-Man: No Way Home is basically comfort food because it's a mix of everything. It's got the new stuff with the nostalgia, and just build upon that nostalgia with the new stuff. It's just like wow, this is just amazing storytelling. To use that mix, right?
Yeah.
Make the goblin, like
The Goblin.
uh, yeah. What does it say? Say it again.
You say.
You say it.
What's his name again?
Norman.
Norman.
Norman's on sabbatical, honey. So good. Yeah. Oh man. Sorry. I know I went on a geek path. Dude, there's so much here. I'm looking at my notes here. There's so much.
You still more?
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. Like I have a paper due this week, so I'm guarantee you next week's episode is not gonna be as it's not gonna have
I'll have to watch more movies for you.
yeah. Let's see. Moon Knight. We haven't had a chance to talk about it. Did you watch episode 4 yet?
Yeah, we watched episode 4.
Dude. Did you freak out like I did?
It was crazy, dog. Like the ending was I told Nathan, I was like, what the hell's going on? What the heck is happening?
But they do that every 4th episode of these series.
That's true.
They have yeah, it sounded like it was raining. They do a WTF moment at the end of episode 4.
Yeah, I really don't know. I think we were saying that the other tomb that he sees or sarcophagus is probably his third personality, that the one that he can't keep control of.
Yeah. Probably because that in episode 2 they kind of tease it like, did you do that? No, I didn't do that. Did you do that? No. So
Ooh.
dude, Moon Knight is a great series, guys. Seriously, it's such a great mystery. I was telling Lisette, I put this up with Wanda. Like, I love my stuff mixed with mystery.
Yeah, way better.
And since I don't know anything about this character, it's amazing. And it's like I don't know nothing. I'm going in cold turkey every time, and it's just like WandaVision, where it's just like I want more. I want the next one.
I hate that you have to wait a whole week. That's why I like waiting until it's all done to
Mhm.
watch it, but this has been nice. Like watching one episode at a time. They're all entertaining. There's not like and so far there hasn't been an episode where I'm like, this episode at no point.
Yeah,
Like a filler episode.
right. This one has been perfectly like every episode mattered.
But tell me why. Why do the bitches always have to, when there's something coming after them, they have to ask stupid questions? But it's like, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. But did you kill my father? Wait, let him save your life first. Then sacrifice him or something. Why you gotta do that?
Yeah, you're right.
If
Yeah.
every movie they gotta, oh, it would be like me and Nathan getting attacked by someone. And I go, oh, have you ever thought about cheating on me? And then when the guy's about like a foot away or something, this is the worst time to be asking shit like that.
Dude, but I gotta say though, this episode has been my favorite so far because of the other qualities that it had. It had the Indiana Jones stuff, right? Because they went into the tomb, and then it had the scare, dude. That freaking, I guess it's a mummy. It was
I don't know
making
what it is.
it was making a clicking noise. And I was like, man, that's so scary. It's like The Last of Us, man.
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
Yeah, I was actually scared, and I'm like, usually with Marvel, you're like, oh yeah, it's a comic book. We're
Is this show
good.
rated R?
Ooh, we got thunder. I don't know. It's not rated R. It's I don't know the rating, but it's probably a level of PG-13.
I think it needs to be rated R.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Make it more fun.
Another one. Another one
Another
wanting
one.
rated R movies, huh?
I think everything is better when you have no filter.
Ooh.
That's all I'm gonna say right there.
All right, let's go. No, I'm just kidding. The next 5 minutes, let's completely unfilm. No, I'm just kidding.
F bombs.
Dude, Lisette's got me watching Kardashians.
Ugh, I can't. Okay,
Man, it's a trip, dog.
go ahead.
No, I mean, it's just a trip. It's crazy how much money these people have, and it's just like, man, if I had money, I would disappear. I would have a house somewhere, just
That's why we're not wealthy because we're not trying to explore other endeavors.
Just imagine though, just like I would retire. I wouldn't work. Oh my god, I would not work.
Yeah, I would just rest on my laurels.
I would get exactly. I would get a nice house in a nice area and drive around normal cars. I don't need anything fancy or flashy, and just take care of my family. I don't need it. That's all. That's all I need.
I need a solid 4 million. I'll be good.
But man, yeah. I mean, but at the same time, I will say it's entertaining. I mean, there's no way to not be entertaining. It's freaking like, oh my gosh. Look at all
Did
this
you
drama.
know that Courtney ordered a Caesar salad when we
Right now.
specifically said mixed garden greens? Bible. Bible.
It's funny you say that because in the first episode, they're at a restaurant and one of them orders a salad and then they all switch their orders to that salad because it just sounds so good.
Oh my god.
But hey, respect to them, man. They got money, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to eat a salad. Gross.
Gross.
And then This Is Us, man. That thing is fire, Britt. You watch This Is Us?
I watched like 2 episodes.
Man. This last season, fire.
I think I've seen too many spoilers to actually watch this show though.
No, dude, even with I've seen a lot of spoilers and I'm invested. That's another show that finds creative ways to get out of holes. Like they'll tell a story up until a point until they squeeze all the juice out of that lemon, and then all of a sudden the next season they come back and it's like, oh, we still found more juice. And it's like, whoa, I didn't expect that.
Dang. I like that. That sounds good.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know.
But Nathan will watch, we don't really watch dramas together, so
Hey, I want to do something at this very end. I know we're getting close. I'm sorry. I feel like we're going way over time. I don't know. I just want to show some love, Nicolas Cage. You know what I'm saying?
Why randomly? We haven't even watched his movie yet.
I want to see his movie,
Okay.
and we're going to see it. I hope. I don't know. But I just want to say, you know what? Nicolas Cage. I watched two. Shit. I watched a lot this week. I watched two of his movies.
Did you
this
even
week.
work this week?
Yes, I worked.
It didn't
but,
sound like it.
But you gotta understand, when you're just counting, I could put something on my phone and not be distracted.
Maybe you need to start making phone calls. You gotta get deeper in the business.
Shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. I will not. I will not.
I will not.
What was I saying? Oh, I watched two of them. I watched The Rock and I watched Con Air. Did you see any of those?
I've seen The Rock.
The Rock is spectacular.
So those green little balls, right?
Yeah, The Rock is great. Con Air, not so much. I don't think that's my favorite. I didn't like that movie.
Con Air is when he have long hair in that movie.
Yeah, and he has an accent and.
Why are you watching this old shit?
I don't know. I don't know. I saw it all on Amazon Prime. Wow, look at Prime just killing it.
After Netflix lost all that money, you got to go to Amazon.
And I was like, I want to watch it. And there's Gone in 60 Seconds on there. And I'm like, man, I'm going to check out Gone in 60 Seconds.
Are you going to do a whole Nicolas Cage, binge?
I kind of want to, because if I go see the movie, I feel like there's going to be stuff that, that's going to be mentioned that I need to know. Okay. So, do you have a movie that you like that's Nicolas Cage?
A favorite Nick Cage movie?
Yeah.
It would have to be either National Treasure.
Ooh, good one.
Or Face Off.
Face Off is number one.
Face Off.
I love Face Off, and then I do have holes as far as Nicolas Cage goes, and I don't know. I'll try to watch as many as I can. I can't watch all the newer ones, but I know, like, some of the movies like Leaving Las Vegas, I feel like is essential. Like, you have to watch it. Moonstruck. Like, people talk a lot about those type of movies that
I haven't seen those.
Raising Arizona. I remember seeing Raising Arizona when I was young, but I don't really remember it.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. I feel like I talked a lot this episode.
You did. Now you're not gonna have anything to say next episode.
Next episode, I'm just gonna sit there.
Let's see. Yeah, like his older, like the worst movie I've seen with him was probably The Wicker Man.
The Bees.
That movie was weird.
Yeah.
A lot of his movies suck, or they're like just really, they're either really, really good or just mediocre.
Oh, he was great in Kick-Ass.
I loved him in Kick-Ass. Wasn't he Big Daddy?
Oh, yes. That scene actually is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
When she has to go rescue him.
It has the sunshine music.
Oh, that
John
sunshine
Murphy.
music. Oh, so good.
So good.
All right,
Shout
man.
out to Nick Cage.
This episode was actually crazy AF. We talked a lot about movies. Brought to you by movies. And life.
Exactly.
Ship station. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Brittany, that sounds abrupt. I don't know. I hope it doesn't sound abrupt when I listen to it again. Anyways, Brittany, go ahead and lead us down our path of outros.
We would like to thank you for listening and supporting the podcast. This has been the Movie Reference. We are on Apple and Spotify and Anchor. So if you want to make a podcast, just kidding. Brought to you by
Comple-
Anchor.
It's very easy, completely
Very
free,
easy.
and you can get
Very easy.
and you can get. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Easy way to get sponsorships without minimal listenership.
We listen to the Bad Friends way too much.
Way too much, but we love it. Please keep supporting us if you like us. You know, listen to us on 3x speed, 2x speed, whatever gets the listens. And just kidding. If there's anything you'd like us to review, let us know on our Instagram, the movie reference, or you can message me directly. You'll see it.
Not me.
You'll
I'm
find me.
private.
Well, you can find me. I'm public. I'm an open book, unlike my my co-host here. So again, thank you, Parda,
You felt that,
for listening.
That's gonna be your outro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hasta la vista, adios,
Baby.
amigo,
You might as well commit. Hasta la vista, baby.
baby.
Yakety yak. Don't talk back.
Don't talk back.